Hey everybody, welcome to Storytime with Andy. I got my candy cane hat on again, which means it's time for another Christmas story. We've been reading lots of them leading up to Christmas this year. So I have another one today. This one is called Little Red Sleigh. And you can see our Little Red Sleigh right here. And Little Red Sleigh, her whole life has had one big dream. She wants to be the sleigh that Santa uses to bring toys to all the girls and boys. But everybody tells her, you're too little, you're not strong enough, you can't even fly. And so she's a little discouraged, but you'll see in the story, her dream of meeting Santa and becoming his sleigh might actually be possible, okay? So we're gonna read this. We're gonna draw as well. We love to draw here at Storytime with Andy. So we're gonna draw this picture of Little Red Sleigh right here. She's got a heart cut out in the center, which I love, okay? Get your paper and your crayon ready. We'll do that after we read the book. But before we read, I wanna say a special hello to Mila D. in North Carolina. Mila, you just became a big sister, and so maybe you can watch this story with your new little brother, okay? Hope you guys like it. You guys ready to read? Let's read Little Red Sleigh. Little Red Sleigh by Erin Gwendelsberger. In a quiet corner of a cozy Christmas shop, there was a little red sleigh as bright as Christmas morning. She wasn't very big and wasn't very fast, and she was very young for a sleigh. But deep inside her strong, sweet heart, Little Red had a big dream. She longed to become Santa's big red sleigh. Everyone in the shop told Little Red that her dream would never come true. It was impossible. She was too small, too slow, and much too young. She couldn't fly, they said, so how could she possibly be Santa's sleigh? Little Red wondered if these things might be true. Was she too small, too slow, too young? But she believed deep in her heart she could fly. Through the sky, she would soar like a bird. She could learn anything. She could be anything. And this Christmas, she was going to prove it. She would travel to the top of the world, find Santa Claus, and show everyone what she was made of. So, as winter fell, Little Red went north. Her journey was very difficult. She dragged herself through mud and grime. She crossed rickety bridges and braved treacherous paths. Soon, she started to worry she wouldn't make it to the North Pole before Christmas. Then she found some train tracks. "Where are you headed?" asked a friendly train. "The North Pole," said Little Red. "Off to see the big man, eh? Well, climb aboard," puffed Train. Little Red hopped onto the train and they chugged quickly down the line. "You have so many cars," Little Red said. "I wish I were as big and fast as you." "I wasn't always so big or so fast," said Train. "When I started out, I had just 2 stock cars. I worked up and down these tracks for a long time before they gave me a 3rd. Then I earned a 4th, a 5th, and so on." "Oh, I can't wait to be as big as you," said Little Red. Train laughed. "Be patient, little sleigh. Life builds up 1 car at a time." As they steamed north, the ground gradually changed from softly rolling hills to vast, icy mountains. And after many, many miles, Train slowed down and stopped at a station. "This is as far as I go," he said. "But over that ledge, you'll find Yellow Truck who can help you go further." "Oh, thank you," said Little Red. As she slid over the hill, she saw a bright yellow truck loaded with Christmas trees. "Hello," said the Little Red Sleigh. "Can you show me the way to the North Pole?" "Happy to," Yellow Truck said. "I'm heading that way myself to deliver these Christmas trees to the big man. Hop on." In the truck, Little Red snuggled between trees, surrounded by the sweet scent of pine. Yellow Truck drove down a narrow road, rounding curves, dodging holes, and gliding smoothly over bumps. "Wow," said Little Red. "I wish I could drive like you do." "Well now," Yellow Truck said, "I wasn't always so. Used to be no one thought I could make deliveries. Then one winter I took a load of trees up north. It was just a few, but the next time I got more trees, then more and more. Life seems to build up 1 tree at a time." That afternoon, snow began to fall. Ice covered the roads, and yellow truck's tires slipped and slid. His windshield wipers ran faster and faster as the snow fell harder and harder. "We've got to pull over," hollered Yellow Truck. Little Red could barely hear him through the whipping wind. She closed her eyes and held tight. She feared that if she flew off, she'd be lost. Then she'd never find the North Pole. When they stopped, Little Red carefully opened her eyes. Snow was still swirling, but through it she saw lights twinkling, red, green, blue, and white. Was this the North Pole? Had they finally made it? "Do you see Santa Claus?" asked Little Red. She strained her eyes, but could see nothing through the blur of falling snow. "I'm sorry," said Yellow Truck. "We didn't make it to the North Pole. We'll have to stay here until the storm lets up." Little Red nestled deep into the bed of Christmas trees, thankful for the shelter. But as she watched the snow pile up and up, her heart felt heavy. She'd come so far, and it was nearly Christmas. How would she ever get to the North Pole now? Little Red fell asleep sniffling and wishing for Santa. In the morning, the sun rose high and bright. The storm was over. "Happy Christmas Eve," Little Red said. "Will we get moving soon to deliver the trees in time?" "Afraid not," said Yellow Truck. "My tires are stuck. I can't go anywhere today. But you should take a look at the town. I'll keep an eye on you from here. You never know what you'll find when you look around someplace new." Little Red thanked Yellow Truck and slid off the trees, out of the back and down the street. She hadn't gone very far when a pair of mittened hands suddenly picked her up. "Oh, wow! A sleigh!" A little girl in a purple parka hugged Little Red to her chest and held on tightly as she ran down the street and up to the top of the hill. The girl sat on Little Red, and then Little Red was just the right size for the little girl. Together they flew down the hill again and again, sledding through the snow. Soon other children joined in. Little Red played all day, helping each child soar through the air, watching their faces light up with joy. "This is what it feels like to fly. I'm doing it," said Little Red, her heart bursting with pride. At supper time, the girl in the purple parka brought Little Red back home. When Little Red closed her eyes that night, at the end of Christmas Eve, she felt like she was still flying. The next day on Christmas morning, Little Red woke up and sighed. She hadn't made it to the North Pole. She hadn't met Santa Claus, and now it was too late. Little Red was so disappointed. She started to cry. But then she noticed a small red envelope tucked beside her. It was addressed to her. "Dear Little Red, Christmas is a time for giving. Each year I deliver treasures to children around the world, hoping to bring them joy. But sometimes I need a little help. Yesterday, you delivered Christmas joy to many children. Thank you so much. You made each of those children very happy, and you did it just by being yourself. You are a very special sleigh indeed. I could really use someone like you up here on the North Pole. And as a special thank you, you're cordially invited to visit me in the North Pole next year as we prepare for the holiday. Merry Christmas. Love, Santa Claus." Little Red couldn't believe her eyes. The North Pole with Santa Claus? Her dream had come true. Just then the little girl in the purple parka bounded down the stairs, and Little Red was ready. At last she understood what she was meant to do. She would build her life up spreading joy, one child at a time. The end. Well, friends, we are going to draw our little red sleigh, or little red sled today. It's a lot of lines, okay? So get ready to just kind of make a lot of lines that have curves up at the top. If you know how to draw a heart, that'll be great. And otherwise, it's just a lot of lines, like see lines, lines, lines everywhere, okay? So this will be fun, all right? I'll leave that right there so you can kind of see it as we draw. All right, so we're gonna start with the heart, the most important part of our little red sleigh. So come on in here, draw one side and another, okay? Then if you want to make it look kind of like it's carved out, you can do like that, okay? Now it kind of looks like it's carved into the wood. You don't have to, but you can if you want. All right, now we're gonna draw these three, sorry, you probably can't see that. We're gonna draw these 3 pieces of wood that make up our little red sleigh, okay? So the first one, we're going to draw, we're gonna do a hump just like that. Leave a little space, come on back down, okay? And then keep bringing these down, 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 till you get about there. And then bring it down, 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 again. And draw a line. Good job. All right, now we're gonna draw one a little bit shorter next to it, okay? So make a hump, bring it down, and over, right in line with that one. And then we're gonna do the same over here. Make a hump, bring it down, and over. All right, you're getting it. That's our basic shape, okay? Now we're gonna add a little bit of definition to it. So just come in here, make that a little bit wider. Come on over here, make that a little bit wider. And then come over here, make that a little bit wider, okay? Now we're gonna do little lines from each of these, okay? And then just connect them all down at the bottom. Now it's starting to look like this is a real sled and like you could actually sit on it, right? Okay, so we're gonna draw this part going up right here. Again, just a lot of lines. So come down and make a little square where we left that little notch out, and then keep drawing up, okay? Over, down. You can draw some circles in it if you want to show these little screw holes or nail holes, but there's our line up, okay? All right, now we're going to draw this red piece right here. So come over here, around and up. And then you're gonna do the same thing on the other side, okay? Over here, around and up. Then you're gonna put a circle on each end of that. Good job. All right, now we're gonna draw a bunch more lines, okay? All right, so come to this one over here, draw a line up and a line up. Good job, you got it. Short line up, okay? Come over here, we're gonna do the same. Line up, short line, and now we're gonna join them up at the top, okay? So, all the way over here, and all the way over here, okay? There you go. Now it's looking like a sleigh, right? Sleigh, sled, what's the difference? Okay, we're gonna come over here to this guy. Make him look a little bit beefier, okay? Can do that over here too. So, we are going to draw this part, which is the part that touches the snow. So come to right about where we drew that circle and draw kind of a curvy line all the way down, keep going past our sled and stop right there before you hit the bottom of your page, okay? Then we're gonna come back up and do the same thing, just give a little bit more space, all right? Keep coming all the way down, stop, and then join it together. Good job. All right, now we need to make these little lines right here. So you're gonna come up here, do a line, 2 line, 1 line, 2 line. Kind of looks like the letter A or a V, I guess, depending on how you're looking at it, okay? Just like that. Now we're gonna draw this leg, which we can really only see this tiny part down here. Straight line down, okay? Just like that. And that is our sled. What do you think? Pretty good, huh? Let's draw the floor that it's sitting on. You can just draw a line. Okay, there you go. And there is our little red sleigh. Let's draw the name of the book on here. Okay, you ready? L-I-T-T-L-E, little red R-E-D, Sleigh. S-L-E-I-G-H. Little red sleigh. Good job, friends. Okay, wasn't that so great? Little Red Sleigh in the end gets a personal letter from Santa saying how much joy she brought to little girls and boys by just being herself, just being the sleigh size that she is. She was able to make all these little boys and girls so happy when they went sledding down the hill. So sweet, I love that. And she got an invitation to meet Santa. That's amazing, right? So cool. So, hope you liked that book. I'd love to see your drawings so you can have your mom or dad put them on Facebook or Instagram so I can see what a great little artist you are, okay? All right, everybody, thanks for being here today. And as always, stay well and keep reading.